road to making my first $1 million. Episode 1. I'm gonna start this from the beginning. Back when I was 17, 18 years old, I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And at that age, what that book did for me was it gave me hope. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. I come from Brooklyn, New York, from the projects, from the ghetto, worst part of Brooklyn. You know, a lot of drug dealing, a lot of killing, you know. And so growing up in Brooklyn, it was tough because in Brooklyn you just get into so many situations where gangs and people, is so much negativity there. So I didn't even make it to, I made it to 9th grade, dropped out in the 9th grade. So I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, what options do I have in life? And what was running through my mind in those times was, didn't graduate high school, so I can't go to college. So what my options are? My options are get a regular job, McDonald's, Fabric, just get a regular job and basically just live a regular life, in the sense of I felt in the statistics of most people around in my area. It's hard to get out. So one time I went to the library for no reason, and I managed to pass through the, what you call it, the financial aisle. Back in the days when the library was the spot you went to get knowledge. It's not the library back in the days was Google now, or the internet now. You just go to Google and you type whatever you want to learn about, or you go on YouTube and you type whatever you want to learn about. And so yeah, I went to the library and I went to the financial area, and the financial area had all these books, how to manage your money, how to become rich, just a whole different, all the financial books. So something clicked in my mind when I was 17 years old. I said, who doesn't want to get rich? Who doesn't want to learn how to make money? Who doesn't want to have money in their pocket? So basically what I did was I took out every book. You know, you could go rent books in the library. You go to the library, you rent books. And I rented like 10 books. And I started reading these books, like how to manage your money. All these books that I take out, they wasn't interesting. It was like same old, same old. You work, save some money, and eventually over time, you're going to have enough money to do things in life. Don't spend more than what you make. I mean, a 10-year-old knows that. We all know that. But this was, out of that bunch of books, this one book really captivated my mind by saying this. The book was called How to Become Rich Without Cutting Up Your Credit Cards. Back then, I didn't even have a credit card. I didn't even have a bank account. And I didn't even have a bank account. I didn't even have a credit card. So I read this book. Lost my train of thought a little bit. So I read this book, and this book, how to get rich without cutting up your credit cards. It made me look the world in a different view. It told stories about people that might be in my situation. So I related to the book. I'm like, I'm in that situation. One situation was, the book was talking about was, it's hard for you to do better than your dad because all your dad could offer is his knowledge. And my dad was a fabric worker, didn't know English, worked at a fabric, you know, and then reading this book and looking at my situation, I'm like, wow, it is true. All my father tells me is, you didn't graduate high school, go get a job anywhere. Just go get a job. And that's what the book was telling me that was going to happen. You know, your parents that don't know better, they can only teach you what they know. So my father was doing the right thing by teaching me what he knows. Hardworking man, you know, 9 to 5, paying all his bills, blah, blah, blah. Never really had no big money or that because he made enough to pay the bills, and that's about it. So that was the first thing. I'm like, wow, it makes sense. Second thing the book taught me was they made an example of two people going to a bank to apply for a loan. A doctor and a fabric worker. The doctor situation is, the doctor makes $100,000 a year and he spends $100,000 a year. The doctor has a big house, beautiful house, drives a beautiful car, and it looks like the doctor is living the life. Now, the fabric worker makes $30,000 a year, and out of that 30, he spends $15,000. So he got $15,000 left. He lives below his needs, you know, doesn't get crazy into debt, lives a normal life, has a regular car, you know, has a regular apartment where, you know, and he got room to save. The doctor has a lavish life, doesn't have room to save. And these two people, they go into the bank. And the first thing that the book taught me was, when you go to a bank to apply for a loan or to get money or to get financing, they will never ask you how much school you have. Are you a college graduate? They're not gonna ask you that. They're gonna ask you for your financial statement. They're gonna ask you how much money you make, and then how much money is left over. So the doctor went in there, he makes $100,000, but he spends $100,000, so he don't save no money. He got zero. When they looked at his financial statement, they was like, we can't give you a loan because you got a big house with a big mortgage, you got a lot of credit cards, there, you got car payments, all your money, it's already spent. So you're out of the picture. Next customer, the fabric worker comes in, and the fabric worker shows his tax returns, you know, his financial statement, and the bank guy looks at him and be like, you make $30,000 a year and you save $15,000 a year. You don't have a mortgage. You don't have no debt. You don't got no car debt. How much you need? I need $50,000. approve. So that story changed my life forever. It gave me a second opportunity in life. I thought to myself, if I didn't do good in school, I didn't get a college degree, I didn't do good in school, I still got another chance of life to have a good financial situation, don't matter how much money I make. So remember, that's lesson number one. Lesson number one is you could make 30,000, 15,000, 10,000. You still have another chance to becoming a millionaire based on your financial statement. Don't spend more money than you need. Don't get into debt. Don't get into credit card debt. Don't start financing cars. Try to if you make 30,000, try to live off of 15,000. And so yeah, that's my first lesson. I'm gonna keep talking about certain situations in life, and basically the reason I'm making these videos is because this is called My Road to Becoming a Millionaire. My road to having my first $1 million cash. And I hope my story could inspire other people that feel like they don't have a second chance in life, that they feel stuck. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you're not going nowhere, if you feel like you're a failure, keep watching my videos. I'm gonna show you different. I'm gonna show you how you could go from zero to hero just by giving you my experiences, showing you what I went through, and hopefully what I went through could inspire you. Subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, if it inspires you, press like. Comment your current situation. I will reply to you. Till next time.